Alright, everybody. Welcome to QHub.
QHub, welcome.
Okay, so recently you went back to New Zealand?
Correct, yes. Went on a holiday. What did I do?
What did you do? Eat!
Always eating, love my food. Lots of seafood. Went to go spend some time with my family.
Mm-hmm. Because purpose of the trip is?
The purpose of the trip is one of my family members is terminally ill with cancer. My auntie, is in palliative care. She made a wish to the Wish Foundation, so shout out to wishfoundation.com.nz. And her wish was to have an Airbnb that could hold her entire family and have a professional photographer to make those memories so that she had those memories before she passed, and so that we as a family have those memories when she passes.
No, that's beautiful.
Yeah, super beautiful. And what I've learnt is life's too short to worry about little things and drama in your lives, and we need to start living more and living as if it's our last day, because it could be our last day.
Like this channel, this time around I feel like I want to care less about those negative things, less care more about things that actually we care about.
Absolutely, agree.
Yeah. And when you told me that when you go back to New Zealand, that part of New Zealand you guys still hunting for protein? What is the town called? Or what is the part called?
Oh, so it's, I'm from Kiri, which means dig in my language.
Dig.
Dig.
Oh, not dig. Sorry.
And living off the land and utilising what our Mother Earth gives us in ways of nutrition, protein. So yeah, just living off the land, fishing and diving for our breakfast, lunch and dinners. And utilising what we already have instead of spending money.
That's amazing. Because the town's still very modern, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah. So it's not like village. It's not village.
No, but our way of life is village-like.
Yeah.
So I've got, but in a modernised spin.
Yeah.
So my sister has some land out in Taco Bay, and she has a self-sufficient home.
Wow.
Sewage, wastage disposal systems, solar panels. She's got cattle, sheep, and vegetable gardens. She's living on, I think it's like 3/4 of an acre.
Okay.
And 1/4 of that acre is just vegetables. So it's about sustainably living a lifestyle in an economical system that is too advanced. Like the state of economy at the moment, food prices are horrendous, and the cost of living is horrendous.
Yes.
So it's about getting in touch with our roots
and being sustainable.
Yeah, and doing what our people used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
Living off the land.
Is the people trade food as well? Because they grow their own vegetables.
Well,
right?
so this is where it's going to lead towards, because you've got dairy farmers who just deal with cattle. You've got veggie farmers who just deal with veggies. So protein, vegetables, swap and trade.
Okay.
The bartering system. What we as a people used to do before money came around.
Oh my God. And this is continue.
Well, this is like where it is slowly leading towards.
Okay.
Change, as we all know,
takes
a very long time.
Okay.
And it's hard because people still will, like, you don't get your McDonald's. Like, those treats that we have become accustomed to, you have to kind of not have them.
Yeah.
And it's hard to change.
I know. It's hard, I mean, let's say, a lot of things that actually what we consider being convenient for us is actually create the rubbish, garbage, look at those plastic bags, because we want convenience.
Exactly, because it's easy.
Yeah, so it's totally understand why it is so hard to give up that convenient lifestyle to go back something that you actually have to work for it.
Exactly. You hit it on the head there. You have to work for it.
Yeah, you have to work for it. Yes.
But this is what our people were doing, and not just Māoris, but every culture out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we lived before being colonized by the white man.
Oh.
Colonization 101.
I know. So when you told me about your story, where you're from, and then your family history, right? I actually find that it's interesting. That's what we want to. This part of the video, we would like to share something because I think everyone is different as well. Even from the LGBT community, they have their own story. So where should we start?
Well, let's start not right at the beginning. So I am of Māori descent, POC. I identify as a gay male. Growing up in New Zealand, it was very hard to be different. I would go to school and see people from our community who were comfortable with who they were be beaten up, be bullied, and be victimized for trying to be themselves. So for me, growing up, I was scared. I didn't want to be that person.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be victimized or bullied.
So are you telling me that very young age you already kind of know?
Oh, I knew from a very, very young age, and I think my family knew from a very young age.
Okay.
If we're going to go right back, I probably could have been transgender.
Oh, wow.
I've never told you that.
Yeah, you never told me this.
No, but
exclusive!
Exclusive on QHub. No, because growing up, I always saw myself as a girl.
Okay.
I never saw a boy when I looked in the mirror. I never had friends that were boys, they were always girls.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, I was a girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think growing up in that environment and not having role models or people picking up that I was different has suppressed that.
Okay.
Because right now, I'm happy in the body that I am.
Yep.
Because I am a gay man, and that's okay.
Okay, so you know that very young age?
Very young age, always loved my little cousins doing their hair, like doing plaits, doing like crazy hairstyles with their hair, playing with my auntie's makeup. And I have a memory of my uncle, Australian man, came home one day, saw me clipping down the hallway with my auntie's high heels.
Okay.
And looked at me and said, "Oh, look at this boy. He's a queer. He's definitely queer." But no one pushed it, or there was no negativity towards me. It was just always, he's a bit different. And so it was like my childhood was never bad. I just didn't have people in my life that were able to show me that it's okay.
Yeah.
Or tell me that if you are gay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay to be gay.
Because the problem is when you go outside the house, what you see is a different picture.
Yeah.
It's terrorize you, traumatize you.
Exactly. And so that part of me was suppressed, and I had built up these walls and built these characters. I was always angry to suppress my homosexuality.
Yeah. Because you cannot be who you are.
Correct, yeah. And I would beat people up because that showed that I was masculine.
Yeah. And you take it out from them.
Yeah, exactly.
You skip past.
But yeah, so and then fast forward to 2 months before I turned 30. So I'm 38. I know this face doesn't look 38, but I am 38 right now. And when I was 30, I had this realization of why are you living for the rest of these people?
Okay.
Like, why should your life affect theirs?
Are you telling me before you reached 30 years old,
I was still straight.
Oh wow.
Well, still playing straight.
Yeah, you're playing straight.
And I played the game so well
wow.
that when I've become who I am now, I still fall back into that straight man role. Yeah. And it's because when you've lived your life for so long being that person.
Yes, of course.
You've created this facade. It's hard to take that away, strip it all back to who you actually are.
Yeah, it is. Because just let you know, from a young age, we've all brainwashed into thinking about skinny is better.
Exactly.
So that thing is literally, there for a very, very long time. Even though I am right now, thinking about body positivity, but somewhere, somehow, sometimes you'll be like, oh my God, if I'm a bit more skinny, I will be a bit better, because it's always there.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's been
brainwashed.
Brainwashed
that's the right word.
for such a long way, a long time already. So okay. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah. If I meet you when you're 29, I say, oh my God, this
straight man. Absolutely. Like, you probably don't believe it.
Wow.
But and 30 was my turning point. I had the epiphany of I need to start living for myself and being who I'm truly supposed to be and finding that happiness.
Anything trigger it?
I think it was like the age thing.
Okay.
Because I'm getting older, and
wiser.
Well, it could be mature. I don't think it was maturity.
Okay.
I think it was more like you're getting old. You need to start to live.
Okay.
Before you die, or you can't die as this person.
Yeah.
You need to be your authentic self. And I think the LGBTQIA+ community representation. When I turned 30, there was a lot more.
Okay. Yes. For the past 10 years.
It started to be more acceptable.
Yeah.
And watching these young people of our community live their lives so true and so young, I think to myself, why didn't I do this? But come back to everything happens for a reason. Timing is right. This was the right time for me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I am and living my true authentic self.
So you have to change, right, after you're 30 years old. What your family say about that?
My family, my family took it really well.
Okay.
And they were always going to. My family, growing up, we have always been taught family is number one.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else doesn't matter because we matter as a family. And if we can't depend on each other, who else can we?
Mm-hmm.
So, but coming out to them was very hard for me.
Oh, so you did come out to them?
Yeah. So it was my sisters first, because they were always lovely.
The one that visiting you?
Yeah, absolutely. They were always love me, whatever. And so they were my first people to tell, first point of contact. So it was just like an easy transition. Then it just started getting easier.
Mm-hmm.
The hardest person was my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And that was because I felt ashamed of who I was and didn't want to pass it on to him. Didn't want him to be ashamed of me for who I am.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just all built up in this
in your head. Yeah.
And when I told him, I started crying, and I just blurted it out. I'm gay, Dad. And my dad actually ran up to me, gave me the biggest hug, and said to me, as long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Oh my God. I feel like I should cry.
Where's the napkin? Yeah.
No, I do feel like crying.
No, and that's because I had built all this imagery into my own head that I was going to be disowned, I was going to be beaten up or whatever. I built up all this anxious energy that it took me so hard to do something that I should have done straight away.
Yeah, but cannot blame you for this because outside from the house is a different environment.
Correct, yeah. Society tells us
Yes.
that it's not okay to be different.
Yeah, that's why a lot of toxicity outside the society, yeah, it's a ruining relationship.
Yeah, no, and I get like why people are scared and but you need to be authentically yourself and love yourself as well. Don't settle for second best. Be the best. And yeah, that self-discovery of who I truly am, and that was huge for me because one part of it was accepting. Yes, I had accepted it, but I had never kissed a man or been with a man.
Oh yeah.
So moving from that stage of acceptance to actual took a whole year.
Yeah. And you told me afterward you become a whore.
Yes. Disclaimer.
Oh, you're whoring. Sorry, you have not become a whore. So just in case people get it the wrong way,
Yes.
you know, you are whoring.
Unpaid.
You are whoring around.
No, I had, and that was it. Because it had taken me so long to accept myself, I had to compress all my sexual activities that could have been done or should have been done in my 20s into this much, 3 months. So I had a bucket list of Indian, Asian, ginger.
And your favorite is?
White. White man, 6 foot tall plus.
Should we talk about your past relationship?
Yeah.
No.
No. I think we should.
Okay.
Just say what Lily's implying is when I met Lily, what was it, 3 years ago?
Yes.
I was in a long-term relationship and still was till about a month ago. And we had been together for 8 years. And this was my guy, and we had found each other through mutual friends. We had built a strong friendship before it became sexual, because I never wanted our relationship to be based around sex. We did not have sex for the first 31 days of our coupling.
It must be amazing because you told me at that time you have so
much sex.
Suddenly this person no sex.
No sex, yeah.
Wow.
And it's because I wanted something different.
Okay.
And I wanted real. And we had the conversation of we're in this for the long run. So there was no expectations of sex, and we built.
What do you mean no expected? Relationship needs sex.
I know, but that's where you're failing.
Relationship needs sex, I tell you.
Totally agree, but starting off that foundation and being so strong as friends, I felt was totally necessary for a relationship to last forever. But here I am, and it's not.
But 8 years is, don't think about the downside.
Yes, correct.
Think about the good time that you guys spent together.
Totally, absolutely. We had so much good times. We can say something. Jack and I, we have 2 beautiful fur babies. We've traveled the world. We have...
Merman!
We enjoy snorkeling together. So there's been a lot of snorkeling in the Ningaloo Reef. We plan to go to the Great Barrier Reef, do some snorkeling. To find someone who shares your same interests and goals in life is very rare. So when you do find them, don't let them go.
So
no, but other than that, like, I do not regret anything in the relationship. We have mutually separated, so there is no ill will, no ill intent on either sides, and we will always remain best friends. Lily's very skeptical, but
I'm skeptical well, because I find it hard, with my exes. I feel like hard to, I mean, I don't know, because when we first break up for the first few years, right? I imagine that if I go back to Sydney and I saw him with another trans person, how I'm supposed to feel, right? I'm such a jealous person. I just cannot deal with that, So no, we cannot.
I know,
Yeah,
and I will probably get to that hurdle, but I will cross that bridge when I get to it, because I'm the same. I'm super jealous. However, if he's happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, I know, but but we don't have to stay as a friend, right?
No.
I mean, because it's hard, to pretend like, if you feel something and then you have to pretend like you don't feel that way, right?
Well, yeah, but it's not about pretending.
That's why,
okay. For me, while navigating through whatever it is we're going through at the moment, the separation, I have separated my feelings of the relationship to what our relationship is going to be from now on. I'm very mature-minded these days.
Yeah, strong man.
Yeah. 2 years ago, I would have said, "Fuck you, get the fuck out."
Yeah.
But no, and I don't want to lose his friendship. We've gone through so much together as a couple. We've made friends and we've intermingled our families, and we've been through bad times and good times with each other's families. So I just could not imagine life without him.
No. I'm totally, support that you should stay a friend with him if you can.
Yeah.
It's just I have a different way of dealing with things, just because I'm incapable of doing those things.
Yeah.
But I won't stop people doing that if they can deal with that.
Never stop. No, I mean, if it does start to turn ugly, then that's when I will cut it. Because I never want my intentions
to ruin it. So many sweet memory.
Yeah, exactly.
Because me with my ex is about 7 years, and it take me fucking 13, 14, 15, 16 years to get over.
Bitch, get out and go on. No, and I'm appreciative of everything that we have achieved as a couple and will achieve now growing as individuals, and I wish them all the best and I will always love them.
Are you afraid?
Afraid? Of course. When you put so much time and effort into something and that thing just disappears, it's scary. And as a nearly reaching 40-year-old gay man,
I know.
super scary.
I know, age is different things.
Wow,
right? Yeah.
exactly.
But this is not only happen to gay people, right? But it's happened to any woman as well.
Yeah.
Once when the husband get rich and successful, they want
crisis. So reaching that border of 40 is scary for me because he was my guy and I was meant to spend the rest of my life. We was meant to spend the rest of our lives together. And
let's talk about the new people. Let's talk about the new people.
but like I said, no regrets and wish them all the best.
Yeah, I said, let's talk about the new people. Otherwise, I'm such a violinist. Okay, what you looking for? Next. Still white dick?
Wow. It's
Because
funny
you told me you have a
should say that.
preference. You said you have preference.
Yeah, so my preference is, well, what I think my preference is of European descent, 6 foot plus. No, I don't know if I created that because that's my fantasy of who I ideally see myself, but I think I'm also closing myself off
Yeah, of course.
to the opportunity
Seriously, yeah.
of meeting someone outside those parameters. So yeah, come at me, boys.
Italian can be really handsome.
Don't, yeah, exactly.
Brazilian?
So, I think...
Mexican?
I don't know, girl.
I haven't gone to the Asian, Korean. Small dick though. Maybe not.
No, but yeah, so I'm not disqualifying any race, shape or form out of there. I think for me to grow, I need to accept everyone and not limit myself to this, but open myself up to that.
So true. Because you're looking for, at your age,
The age?
well, you can slowly become successful, then probably you can get a boy toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're either looking for a life partner or you're looking for a boy toy. So up to you.
At the moment, during navigating through this, nothing long term. Not ready for that. Because I think, and it's not hurt from the relationship, but it's putting so much time and effort in to the right person. Jack was the right person for me. Maybe it just wasn't the right time. I don't know. I can't give you those answers.
No, but I did say to you one time, right? Because like when I fall in love with my ex at a very young age as well. So until when we break up just before I reached 30. So I feel like, at the time I want a different thing, but I don't see I can get it from him. That's why I want to move on. Yeah. So I'm the one that to tell him that I want to break up.
Oh wow! And it took you that long to get over it, girl.
Karma. But recently, I told you about, so I'm meeting people at Grindr, right? And then I put on this meet in public thing.
Yes, spill the tea. What's the tea says?
So, because I've been very busy, like you and me, right? At this time, we are so career focused, and I have some sickness as well due to coughing, things like that. So I haven't met people. So I thought, okay, I started to want to meet people, and I get lots of messages. So I said, oh my God, I don't want to meet fuckboy only, just come here. Especially I used to do sex work as well, right? Yeah. So I don't want to feel like someone treat me like a sex worker, but I never get paid.
Unpaid sex worker, not a gig, girl.
Yeah, no, it's not happening here. Yeah, so finally I put the title at Meet in Public. And then all these boy texting me like, yeah, I can eat your ass in public.
I didn't know what you thought it was though. That's how I perceive it. Let's fuck in public.
Yeah, and people say that, oh, I haven't had sex in public yet. I would love to try that. and then finally I put the title Meet in Public, but on my description there I said, meet in public is not sex in public. And then I got one person check me out over a week or something. But still, at the moment I'm not changing it because I just feel like maybe there's someone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe there's one person out there.
Yeah.
No, there is definitely one person out there for everyone. I think we just need to filter through all the shit to find them.
I know. Or maybe you start to have sex in public. Anyway, yeah, I know it is hard, especially at this time, when you're career focused, relationship things is harder.
Wow, and this might be part of why we broke up as well. Our separation is because we were both offered different roles in our establishments that we work in. He was traveling, I was traveling. We would see each other once a week out of 2 months. So the time was never there. And
you really think those are?
Well, I'm just trying to find a reason.
Are you trying to
what
make?
What is the reason?
Are you trying to make excuses?
Give me the reason.
Anyway, yeah, hopefully, because you got few day coming in. So,
yes,
and then midsummer is coming in, so probably you can meet some people.
Wow, this is it, and I'm not closed to meeting people, and
yeah,
I think this is part of a journey, and I'm super excited to see what the future has for myself and for him.
Yeah,
and I think as individuals we should just grow and find ourselves and be happy with what each other's doing.
And having a good relationship is the best revenge.
Yeah, Instagram. Follow me.
So, if anyone wants to follow Terrence, where they can follow Terrence? If they want to DM your dick pic, where can they dick pic you?
So, Terrence Appiata on my IG account, or Terrence Appiata on Snapchat. That's where you'll find me.
Okay, I will put at least one of them here. Yeah, so dick pic, welcome.
Yeah. Not really a dick pic, maybe a booty pic.
Okay.
Send me that ass.
Alright then, thank you Terrence,
No,
thank you for coming in. Hopefully you have fun because we just filmed 2 episodes, right?
Oh, it has been amazing, and to share my story helps my journey. So thank you, Lily. And even to talk about past trauma and mining, and if there's anyone out there that can relate to my story, there is an outlet, and please reach out to me if you need anything, any help, assistance. For us to stop suicide within our community, we need to talk about these things and help each other. This is what we're here for.
Yeah, watch this space.
Watch this space. Thank you, and thank you to
QHub. Bye, see you next time.